All scripture is God-breathed and is useful for teaching, rebuking, correcting, and training in righteousness, so that the servant of God may be thoroughly equipped for every good work. 2 Timothy 3:16 through 17. Hello everyone, today I'm going to be learning how to make sauce pois congo. The things that you will need in order to make it are these frozen peas, which you can find at just about any Caribbean market in the frozen section. You need 3.5 of these bags, which you're going to place in a bowl with water so you can thaw it out. And once you have thawed it out, you drain all the water out of it, and then you're going to sift through it to find any twigs or any peas that are not good so that you don't cook that. Then you have here pumpkin, which you're going to chop up, and you also have garlic, green onions, extra virgin olive oil, and coconut milk. All right, stay tuned as I learn how to make this. The pumpkins, green onion, and garlic have been added into the pot, as well as the peas. And then we have 1/3 cup of oil that we will also add in, and we're going to add in some water. Okay, so we have added in 7 cups of water to 3.5 bags of peas, and we're going to turn the stove on to high and allow it to boil. We'll be adding meat into the peas. So what we're doing first step is chop up some celery and place it in the pan, and then you're going to use 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, pour it into the pan as well, and then turn your pan on. We have already seasoned some smoked meat. You can use the meat of your choice, and then after you season it, you let it marinate overnight in the refrigerator before you proceed with cooking it. We have prepped certain things to put in the meat. You have an assortment of bell peppers that have been sliced up, habanero pepper with cloves poked all over it, as well as fresh parsley that has been tied up into a bunch. You're going to add this into the meat and then allow it to cook. Before adding those ingredients in, you want to allow the heat to start cooking down the meat with just the celery sticks and the oil in the pan. The peas have been boiling now for 35 to 40 minutes. Now we're going to add a cube of the puree coconut, and we are also going to add in the coconut milk and cover it with the lid and allow it to continue to boil. You want this to get soft. Then we added just a little bit of water and allowed it to cook down, and then after allowing it to cook down, now we are putting tomato paste into the pot or into the pan. These have been boiling, I want to say, for over an hour now. And now that they have cooked down soft enough, they've been strained. The water has been saved in the pot that it was cooking in, and some of the peas actually have been left in the pot. Not all of them have been strained. And then we're going to use this to mash up the peas. Okay, my teacher is mashing up all of the peas now. You can do this, or you can place it in a blender, but if you're going to place it in a blender, you have to make sure you allow it to cool off all the way before placing it in the blender. So if you're choosing to blend it, you want to place the peas in the blender and then either add the water from the peas itself, or you can add extra water in order to blend it and it doesn't get stuck in the blender. Once you have blended it smooth enough, now you're going to pour it into your strainer and strain it over the remaining peas that are in the pot. And use a spoon in order to stir it in the strainer and allow all of it to pour down. Okay, when you're down to the last of it, you're pressing it into the strainer. Make sure you move all of the sauce from the peas, and then you're going to actually discard of whatever is left in the strainer. Alright, now the pot is back on the stove and we're adding in some butter. And the meat that was prepped earlier is also going in. You can see the habanero peppers and parsley, all of that is the same ones that we had earlier. We prepped them earlier. So we finished adding all the meat in, as well as the sauce that was in the meat. And now you're going to allow this to cook on medium to high heat. You're going to allow this to boil for 15 to 20 minutes. The longer you allow it to boil, the thicker it will be. So 15 to 20 minutes is a good time frame. To go along with the sauce pois congo, we made some white rice. And I have to tell you, this was a delicious dish that I enjoyed learning how to make, and I hope that you enjoyed watching and you try to make this for yourself. Bella Fair family, I appreciate all of your support, and I hope that you will be back for the next video. And as always, go do beautiful things. Alfe Bella Fair. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and consider subscribing to my channel.